Okay, Jay, we're down to 585 days until I get my man.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
585 days. Well, at least you have a number. That's a start.
Yes.
That's a start.
I don't have him on the horizons yet, but I do have a number.
Okay, you do have a number. So that means that somewhere near you, a man has that same number.
Yes.
A man is saying, I got how many days?
585.
585 days to find you.
Me.
All right, and his time's running out. He needs to get busy. All right, so if he's listening and tuned in, stop fooling around.
Exactly.
And get busy. Now, let's begin with this. How do you like men to approach you?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. I like the casual. Hey, what do you think of that? Or
what do you think of what? He's going to point to
if
something?
we're in a grocery store, he could point to something, or he may see something in my cart.
Okay, what if he points to his nose?
Well, it better be pointing at some kind of a ring, something there that I want to look at.
Yeah, a ring in his nose?
Well, I don't really like that, so I'd probably say no, but he could ask me.
Okay, so you'd be okay with a man approaching you by pointing to something?
Yeah, and asking me what I think of it.
Okay, how about if he points you to his bill at the register and says, what do you think of this?
My eyes will open wide. Oh, wow. How many people are you feeding?
There
Just
you go.
you?
I see. All right. So, okay, so you like the hello, just hello, keep going.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you doing?
Right.
And, hey, what do you think of this?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many men have actually came up to you in your lifetime and said, hey, what do you think of this? Probably one, two?
I think it's happened quite a few times.
12?
Only because they think I'm interested in something that we're both now looking at.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I put off that vibe or something. But it's happened to me quite a few times.
All right. Okay, good. Now, keep in mind, though, we talked about those 20 steps before meeting someone. And the first one was what again? We talk about this all the time. You have to do what? Okay. Remember I said before that there are 20 steps between you and the engagement or marriage.
Right.
And what was the first step again?
To meet people.
To meet people, right. And so meeting people can go both ways. Somebody could meet you and introduce themselves to you. And what does meet mean again? To meet someone? It means what? It means to, Kate, do you have an idea?
Make contact.
Yeah,
Okay.
to make contact, that's all.
Okay.
So a guy can make contact with you and that would count as a meeting.
Right.
Okay, someone made contact with me and then you made contact with someone else and that also counts.
Okay.
All right. So I know a lot of the ladies that I'm working with don't really do well on the dating apps. They're not really doing well in their social lives and they're not really doing well in their random encounters. Mm-hmm. And so the whole objective of the strategy is to show you how you can use whatever situation you're in. It doesn't make any difference whether it's a random encounter or whether it is a social event. There are things you can do to meet people.
Right.
Do you agree?
Absolutely.
Right. So there's no such thing as, oh, I was helpless. There's nothing I could have done or said.
Right.
Okay, so if you are going into Sprouts, farmer's market, and someone's leaving that you find attractive, would you say hello or would you just keep on going?
See, the bad thing is I know what I would do. I would just keep going.
That's my point.
It's not the best approach.
Right, so now the question is you would keep going because that's a reflex.
Yeah.
And yet you want to get married and there's a guy walking past you and he could be thinking, wow, what a hottie. And so he didn't say anything.
Right.
So this is what I mean when I say that has to be disrupted. Mm-hmm. All right. And you cannot wait for the man to do that. You cannot wait for the man to do what you think he should do as a man. Mm-hmm. Because today men, or as I said earlier, they're members of the new masculinity created by the 4 waves of feminism. So when you have a new guy today, he's going to keep walking.
Right. They are.
Most of the guys are going to keep walking. So now the women, is what I'm suggesting is that they're going to have to disrupt that energy of the new man by a simple hello and you can keep going.
Okay.
You don't have to swap numbers and all that. That's moving way too fast. This is not how the energy works. Okay. So it's a slow, patient process. So a guy comes out, he catches your eye, and, and if he looks at you, you can say hello and keep going. Mm-hmm. You don't say hello and stop and, exchange your ID and all that sort of thing. You keep going.
Oh, hello. Here's my ID. It's me.
Let me see yours. Is that the real ID? Is that
really your birthday? You're really that old?
Can you get on a plane with this? This is not the real ID as of May 1st.
There's no bear.
Let me see your passport. And while we're at it, let's go to Fisco and do a credit rating.
Yeah.
No, we don't need. I don't recommend all that.
Okay.
Can you refrain from doing
Darn
that?
it. I'll have to rein myself in.
Okay, you can refrain now.
I think I can.
Okay, so you can say hello and keep on going.
Okay, you've talked me into it.
Okay, right, just keep right on going. And the reason why I say hello is sufficient and keep on going, why is that? And how does that disrupt the masculine energy? I'll tell you how, quickly.
Yes, please tell me.
Okay, I'm imagining myself walking into Sprouts Farmers Market, or I don't go into Ulta Beauty.
You don't?
No, I go into Panera.
Okay.
Or something like that. All these ladies, look at them, they're all smiling with them orange bags. Okay.
They got their makeup.
Yeah, they got their makeup. They're gonna go look good for their parties. Okay, here we go. All right, so when you see a guy, and in your mind you say to yourself, okay, I'd like to get married, and there's a million and one reasons why you do not want to say hi to him. Okay. Say, I don't want to say hi to him because I'm busy. I don't want to say hi to him because he could be married. I don't want to say hi to him because he could be a stalker. I don't want to say hi to him because all these different reasons. And all of that stuff is your programming.
Okay.
And so my philosophy is grounded in my experience, especially in the state of California. Do you find more people in California friendly or standoffish?
I have to tell you, I think it's changed. It used to be very friendly, but I see a lot more people now as standoffish.
Okay. Now, that's an interesting perspective, because I'll hear that from almost everybody that I speak with.
Okay.
But for me, I find people incredibly friendly.
But see, that's because they're reflecting you. I don't think that's their natural norm. I think that you bring that out in people.
Now,
you are a very friendly person.
I'm very friendly.
I think so.
Give me a hug.
Sure. Here's a hug.
Okay. All right. Sidebar hug. That's fine. Okay. All right. You can say that I'm a very friendly person, all that sort of thing. But I am 100% in harmony with you on that thought about energy and personality. And what I want you to understand, or want Kate to understand, everybody that we speak to, is that you actually have that ability greater than I do. And so it's really there. Women are the nurturers.
Yeah.
Men are the protectors and providers. I'm talking about this is a biological thing, because I don't have milk in my chest at any time. Not that I've never had it, and I don't think a lot of guys may not think about that, but we don't have that. So, but by the very fact that women are born as a food source. Now, don't get me wrong. Women are a food source to older men in a intimate way. That's not real food.
Okay.
All right, but we're talking about real food.
Okay.
I'm not talking about lusty food. See, there's lusty food, spiritual food. Hey, this podcast is over. Hey, we'll catch you next time.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank
I
you,
gotta
Jay.
go. We'll pick up next time.
Okay.
All right, Kate, you want to get in the driver's seat?
Okay.
All right, we're out of here.
Okay.
You stop this tape.
Okay.